Mere feet from where the Georgia Dome stood and the Falcons played for a quarter century. We're looking at the team's home since the 2017 season, Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta. Katie York set to get this one started. And we're underway in Atlanta. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Here we go. Take off.
Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
First and 10 from the 41.
18 Cardinal. Here we go, set.
Staying with Robinson. It is charged towards the line. That's right around 3 yards.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
Second down now, 7 to go.
Let's go now.
They'll try and throw it here. Into the hands of Pitts. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Falcons will have a first.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
19 tight. Ready.
Back to pass on 1st and 10. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense. And now, well, now we let the chess match begin. The adjustments begin because we know pressure leads to sacks. And sacks in this league often leads to wins.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now.
Ready, go.
Trying again following the sack. And that's nearly intercepted, but couldn't hang on. Just a harmless incompletion. It's third down.
Hey, Kate, you feeling lucky? Well, the quarterback is, because he just dodged a major turnover. That was an easy pick that was simply dropped.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down.
Ready.
They kick the running back in motion.
60 Bobcat.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
That sure ended up being worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down, and he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And it's going to be Panthers football. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. The first carry now for Jonathan Brooks. And that's good for a gain of 5. Tackled by Rook Orororo. First down play nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. They go play action here. Cut out left. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
On first down, here comes Brooks. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. They're throwing it. Forced out to his right. That one's incomplete. Couldn't connect. First time this game they've looked to him. So that brings up 2nd down.
You know, it looked like things fell apart a little bit as he left the pocket, just not on the same page with his targets as they adjusted their routes. And that's really what led to the incompletion.
First carry of the game for the rookie out of Washington. And he's up across the 45 on a small gain. Give him 3 that time. That's going to bring up 3rd and 7.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
And the Falcons get a 5th defensive back out there. 3rd down coming. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Patrick with the catch. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. They gain 14 on the play. And that'll be good for a Carolina first.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
2nd down now, 7 to go. From the 36. Finds a man right side. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, Drew, I love that.
And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. Call it no gain that time, and they'll have 2nd and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on 1st down. More to come.
Brooks. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground. Back-to-back runs, stop short, and now it leaves him with a big 3rd and goal.
Well, you haven't given up the goal line yet, but this offense is moving closer and closer. Now might be the time defensively to get a little more aggressive, try to stick them with the loss, and make a difficult 4th down decision.
That's the end of our 1st quarter. 3 more to go still on Monday night. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the 2nd. We'll make our return to Mercedes-Benz Stadium after this. Time for our 2nd quarter here, and the Panthers are thinking points. Brooks, and he could not get there. They stop him right at the line. 3 straight runs, stop short of the end zone. And now what do they do on 4th and goal?
Well, this defense simply outplayed the offense here in these first 3 downs. And now they put this offense in the unenviable position of deciding what to do on 4th and goal.
3 plays haven't gotten it done. Now a 4th to try to reach that end zone. Going for it with Brooks. And he runs it across. Touchdown. The Panthers get the game's first points here in the second. It's a Jonathan Brooks touchdown. York tacks on that extra point. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. Now is York to kick this one away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Come on, set.
Going right side, Robert caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And this is going to be a turnover. The defense forces the big play. Well, that didn't take long, Brock. 1 play, and they're back out there.
Well, that's how...
While the new offense preps to head out, we've got a stoppage. They want to make sure this is a turnover. Offense to the line for 2nd down.
Let's go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Working the sideline. Oh, he got it. Drug the feet. That's a catch.
That one came with a higher degree of difficulty. He had to balance focusing on the catch while staying in balance.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9.
Come 19. Come 19. Get it. Say, hurt.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out.
Hurt.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. Complete beyond the marker. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield.
Ready. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Hey, smash. Take go.
Back to throw. Pass is caught. That's Darnell Mooney. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
Go.
From the 46. Pitts brings it in. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I'm sure coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs. 1st
down now, ball at the 39-yard line. From the gun, it's Robinson. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Here we go, set.
From the 37. Throwing the out route complete. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the 1st.
Let's go now.
Here's Robinson up the middle. And he's still looking for the play that sparks the ground game as that one stopped for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Running back sent in motion.
Trap 60, trap 60. Go.
2nd and 12 behind the sticks. He'll get this complete to Pitts.
I can't tell you how nice it is to have a big, trustworthy tight end in the passing game. Such great size to have, and he forces those defenses to find a way to try to match up when they can't.
It's the 2-minute warning now from Atlanta. The Falcons at a deficit. 3rd down, 1 yard to go. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. Now the Falcons trying to get everyone up and set here. Going to the ground again on 1st. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
Cut near the goal line. Touchdown, Atlanta. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. And he sure did.
That one right down the middle. And the Falcons tie this game 7-7. Koo all lined up and ready to boot this one away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. They're going play action. It is Cup left side. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. Now we get a timeout by the Panthers. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Just one play into this drive, and they're already sitting on their own 45. To throw here on first down. He's on the move. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
2nd and 10 now. This one delivered off target, Brock. That's incomplete.
Defense doubled him, knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. A bit surprising. Quarterback still threw in that direction with how well that defense had that play covered.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. He'll throw it. Taking his shot. Deep down the field it goes. And they can't connect on the 3rd down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it, but it's incomplete, and now we've got 4th down. Panthers getting everyone set for the punt. And he's hoping for good results on his first look of the night. It's fielded at the 14. He gets him out of the deep part of their half. This is out across the 20. It's a 54-yard punt that time. And the Falcons will take over. A little less than 30 seconds to go as they begin this drive.
Panther 11, Panther 11. 18
To the air now on 1st and 10. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Hey, Kate, I think we know that the quarterback's a demanding position because not only do you have to have a clock in your head, but you've got to have a spatial awareness of where you are on the field. And once you start retreating, going backward and backward and backward, you got to just fling the ball in the stands. Otherwise, well, you take a huge negative sack like that.
Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our 2nd half. Who knows when the deciding moment will come? We're underway in the 2nd half of a deadlocked game. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this 2nd half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Back now, pressure on its way. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Wow, it has been such a good day offensively for the guys up front. That's actually the first sack by this defense. And now comes the real question mark. Will it lead to more? Or will this offense learn a lesson and get back to the rhythm they've been in protecting?
And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last second attempt to get rid of it.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Throwing now, off play action. He's got time here. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
That was simply a case of not enough time available to let that play develop. That throw was out so quick, and he wasn't able to reel it in.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And he's calling for a fair catch, which is made at the 33-yard line. We don't get a return out of that punt. And it'll be their football.
Let's go now.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. A handoff for Robinson, running right. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first. Robinson on the inside give. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense. So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20. They kick the running back in motion. Hits him on the out route. Hits some space around midfield. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down. He'll look to throw. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Working inside the red zone. This one's caught. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Here's 2nd and goal from the 6.
Come on, set.
They'll throw it again. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Let's go.
They're going to look to throw on 3rd and goal. He's going to end up out of bounds well short of that line, so the defense credited with a sack.
You know, in that situation, as hard as it is and everything flying around you, you just got to get rid of the ball. You got to know where you are, not just wide receivers that always got to know the boundary. Running backs and quarterbacks do. Looked like we saw a little bit of panic, hits going out for the sack. Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
Koo all lined up and ready to boot this one away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. They'll come out throwing. The Falcons getting close, and they take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Never ever a great look when your quarterback's picking himself up a few seconds into a drive. They're going to need a lot more fight on 2nd down and a whole lot of yardage to get this back on track.
After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. It's a gain of 12 there. And it'll give the Panthers a 1st down. Here's a throw. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. So it'll be 2nd down. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Completes it to his running back. Here's Jonathan Brooks. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that'll be good for a Carolina 1st. Now a shotgun handoff to Brooks. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
They say about great outfielders in baseball, there's just something to them. They've got a knack, a feel, and instinct to take the right line, the right angle. For safeties, to create tackles for loss in the run game, it's the exact same attribute and skill set. Got to take that right angle and then go finish that runner.
Finds him over the middle. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 11. And it'll give the Panthers a 1st down. They're set up at the 35 now. Back to pass on 1st and 10. He's got a man left. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. Only 1 quarter remains in our final game of the week. That's the end of the 3rd. The Panthers have it to start, coming in A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
You know, when we watch Combine each and every single year, I hope you get good enough to understand as a football fan, watch the big guys' first 10 yards. Don't watch the ends and the linemen run 40. Watch their first 10, because that's the most critical. And that defensive end showed you right there the kind of explosive burst in the first few yards to get home for the big sack. It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down. On comes Cade York, a lot riding on this kick. This a 50-yard look from the right hash. Got all of it, and this is good. And in the 4th quarter, that's going to tie the game.
After I'd imagine dozens and dozens of kicks into that net on the sideline staying warm, Cade, he finally gets his chance to knock a field goal through the uprights. And, of course, he wasn't going to whiff on that opportunity.
And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Set.
Quick throw, right side, complete to start this drive. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Let's go. Warriors 70. Ready.
Dropping back to throw. He'll get this complete to Mooney. They touch him down as he finds enough to pick up the first.
And those are the completions they rely on in their passing game.
New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. To throw it on 1st down. Short pass brought in. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And it's good for an Atlanta 1st down.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
Hits his running back. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign, well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Here we go.
2nd and 6 coming up here.
Check go.
From the 28. And that one's going to hit the turf.
I think I could see his eyes from the booth. He was envisioning the return and simply dropped it. You got to secure the pick before anything else.
Ready.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Here we go. Set. Tight. 19 tight.
Back to throw it. Able to hit Robinson, complete.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
Looks like they will indeed try it. 4th and 2.
Let's go now.
Looking to throw. He completes it in traffic. And he gets this forward to the 19. They hit him for 5 yards on 4th down and get the successful conversion. First and 10, or under Robinson. And he's stopped out of the 16 after a small gain. It's a gain of 3 for him, and that brings up 2nd and 7. That's the 2-minute warning here from Atlanta. Falcons going for the win here. Second down now, 7 to go. From the 16. Finds a man right side. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11.
Whole bunch of credit goes to just about everybody on that offense. Guys up front ready to give the QB enough time to let that play develop. Excellent effort by that receiver to stay alive and for the quarterback to scan the field and find his completion.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Shotgun snap, a give to Robinson. And the struggles continue for him tonight. He's only able to get back to the line. Now we get a timeout by the Panthers. It's their first. As they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up. Young Hui Koo out for the field goal. Pressure hanging over this kick. This from 28 yards away. That one is good! And late in the 4th, they have grabbed the lead.
That's called getting his job done, Kate, drilling it right through. And now they're in position to win this game. Now it's on some of those guys who are out there with them on the kick, those defenders, to hang on to this lead to give them the win.
And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Here he is to throw. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Now Carolina's going to take a timeout. That's its 2nd. Back to throw. Dump off caught by his back. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. Panthers moving quickly, trying to get set at the line. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. To the line for a new set of downs. Only a lone timeout at their disposal. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. Now the Panthers decide to spend their 3rd and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. He'll look to throw it. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
You know I love the language of football. Just the terminology that comes with it. It's a whole new language out there. But in many playbooks, Kate, that's called cross-country. Speaks for itself. You got to run from one spot all the way across the field. Those two did it very well.
That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons make the play that should win them this game. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away just as they did. Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on